All right, we are officially live. Let me go on ahead and post about this because I have something in store for you guys today. So give me 1 second. Or smile. Going live on the tube. Daily habits introduction. All right. Cool. So, why I'm so excited for today is because I'm starting a series. Felicity, what do you mean by a series? I am going to be going live Monday through Friday. I'm starting off Monday through Friday, once per day for 30 minutes to an hour. And it's going to be me starting daily habits that I've always wanted to start because I am personally, I don't know about you guys, but I am so sick and tired of telling myself, oh, I'm going to do this thing. And then I do it and then I like fall off. And I have this version of myself in my head that I need to be to step into that next like version of who I am destined to become, so to speak. And with that being said, let me actually pull this up because I have notes. With that being said, I find it, I don't know, I just find myself slacking a lot more than I would like. Not saying that I'm like lazy or a big slacker or procrastinator at all. I just have tendencies of that individual and I don't necessarily like it. And I really want to change that about myself. So I figured let's do it publicly so that you guys can also follow along and build up habits that you want to build up as well. So, one of these habits that I want to build is first and foremost, of course, I've been doing this on my lives, is reading the Bible. And I want to also start praying over my life and also all of yours who is watching this, starting off these mornings just like that, or even evening time. So I'm going to be switching it up depending on like the day, of course, because sometimes my mornings are crazy busy and sometimes my evenings are crazy busy. So I'll flip flop it. But I'll let you guys know updates as we go along and go through this, of course. I don't know if I'm going to create like a Google Calendar, but I'll figure something out. So let's do a little prayer to start, and then we will go into today. I want to explain like kind of my ideas with everything, but I want to start off with prayer first. Go into like my personal daily habits, and then kind of how I want to structure these calls as well. So, dear Lord, thank you so very much for the blessing to be here today, to be able to wake up on this incredible Monday morning, seeing the sun rise, and to be able to live and serve you another day. Please watch over us as we go into this week. Guide us to serve you and serve others. And please watch over everyone watching this live or everyone in general, if they're going through a tough time. And I pray for safe travels for myself on Wednesday. And please guide us as well throughout all of these lives and showing us who we're meant to truly become. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Cool. By the way, guys, I am still learning how to pray. I still feel like I'm so bad at it, but I'm going to do it anyways. Oops. All right. Also, one thing that I do want to change up is I don't want to keep reading through Genesis. I want to read a daily devotional every single day and then reflect on that daily devotional. So, although I am still going to read through my Bible, I'm not going to be doing it on these lives because I feel like sometimes the chapters that I read, I don't understand it enough to be able to take anything from it. And I want to bring you guys like the best of the best. So we're going to put this away. Cool. But we will be reading a portion of the Bible. We're just going to read devotionals instead. All right. So how I'm going to structure these calls is, first and foremost, I want to go and do our devotionals, our prayers, and I'm gonna also, when we start building up viewers, ask you guys what is standing out to you, because I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say about different things. And then I personally want to start journaling. Gonna tell you a little bit about myself. Recently, I have been feeling like an imposter in my own skin, and that's kind of what led me to the daily habits. I feel like I'm not who I'm meant to be right now. Like, I feel like there is a disconnection between where I'm currently at and where I need to be, and like who I was supposed to become when I came down to Texas. And I'm trying to figure out what the root problem is. And I don't know. I feel like I have these internal thoughts that I'm not good enough. I'm like truly not good enough. Which I know there's always room for improvement. I'm very, very proud of myself for being where I'm at today. I just feel like I need to do leaps and bounds forward. I don't know. It's just a really weird like imposter feeling. I have these thoughts of like for the example, this morning I snoozed my alarm 6:20 when I got up. I was like, again. I was like, I told myself I would get up earlier, but I didn't go to bed early last night. And when I say early, I mean like 9:30. I ended up going upstairs at 10, and like these things that I'm going to tell myself to do, and like they're so small, but I know they add up, and it's just like mentally just killing me. So one thing that I want to do, because I know that this is going to help me personally greatly, and hopefully it'll help you guys too if you guys are going to be following along and doing the same daily habits that I am. But I'm going to be journaling for 10 minutes every morning with you guys. I'm going to be journaling, and I'm going to be writing my gratitude list, as well as like my dream life, as well as some reflections of where I'm currently at, so I can keep up with it. And then the last 10 minutes, I want to read. I want to read a book, not the Bible. I want to read like an actual book. I have one on my phone. I don't have the physical copy. I definitely want to buy a Kindle or get a Kindle sometime soon. I think they're the coolest ever. And I love books. So, and I want to make sure that me reading is part of my daily ritual, so to speak. That's what we should call it. Instead of daily habits, the daily rituals. So I don't know. Those are 3 things that I personally want to do. And one other thing, which is a really good reminder for myself, is I need to start walking more. So I'm going to actually make my desk right now a standing desk. And I'm going to get to walking because I got to get in the steps. I need to feel good. Every time I walk, I feel so much better. So let's get to walking as well. So I'm going to do this. Also, I'm wearing a dress today. It's like one. Oh. All right. Even if it's slow, I'm going to walk. It's the hardest to just stand up. And then as soon as you get to walking, it feels good. So, this is angled. So, oh, the double chin. Can't stand my double chin. No matter how much I work out or how thin I get, I always have a double chin. It's so annoying. All right. I am destined to have a double chin. Just need more of my chin, I guess. Need double of it. All right. I'm going to put my hair up, kind of, sort of. Okay. So, I was going to do half up, half down, and then I decided, nope, it's going all up. My hair is just being so weird recently. I don't know what is going on, but it is what it is. So, first and foremost, let's go ahead and let's read the daily devotional. I'm just going to pull up whatever is on my Bible app for today. And then we'll just go through it. So, the verse of the day. You know what? Actually, just kidding. Let's see here. Let's do a plan together, guys. Let's go. I'm going to do stress. Yeah. I'm going to do stress. There's a lot of back to school stuff. The Way of St. James, Unexpected, which is... Ah, 5 days. It's called Equip Her, the trenches in life. Let's read through this. All right. Day 1, building your story. It is in the trenches that your story is written. The deeper the trench, the more God trusts you. Krista Crawford. We go through seasons in life when everything around us keeps moving forward at full speed, but there are no visible results, no goals to celebrate, only weariness, uncertainty, and questions rising within us. This is what we call the trench in life. However, through trenches are often uncomfortable. They are not always a form of punishment. Trenches can be the very soil where God is laying the foundation of a great story within you. Trenches can take many forms: a failed project, a workspace that does not see your value, the exhausting tension between work and family, or a financial crisis. It's not always something dramatic. More often, it's something quiet, invisible, erosion of strength, but God sees it. The Apostle Paul writes, "We also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance, character, and character, hope." Romans 5:3-4 in the NIV. This is an invitation to see beyond the pain of the process, because it is in the midst of your struggle that God is writing the next chapter of your story. If we look at the life of Joseph, betrayed, sold, abandoned by his own brothers, Genesis 37:23-28, and years in silence of a prison cell, yet even there, the Lord was with Joseph. Genesis 39:21-23, the NIV. That prison, seemingly far from his calling, was actually the workshop of his leadership. It was where God is shaping Joseph for the role that he has been destined for, to become the second most powerful man in Egypt. Genesis 41, 40-41. If you feel forgotten, weary, stuck in the place too quiet to seem significant, know this. It is in moments like these that God is doing his deepest work in you. The truth is, God does not build on the surface, he builds in the depths. And often, his greatest work happens in the silence, far from the eyes of others. Where you have nothing to prove and no one to impress, that is where he digs, shapes, restores. That is where he realigns you with your true identity and prepares you for the purpose for which he created you. Jesus himself said, "Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you openly." Matthew 6:6. Difficult seasons do not disqualify you, they prepare you. It is by walking through the trenches that God equips you to lead others with empathy, authority, and grace. Reflective questions. Where are you today? In which area of your life do you feel like you are digging, striving, and simply trying to survive? I'll give you guys a moment. All right. And then second reflective question is, if you look with spiritual eyes, can you recognize that God has not abandoned you but is actually shaping you? Here's a little prayer. Lord, thank you for not leaving me alone in the trenches. Even when I feel forgotten, I know you are with me. Help me see the season as an opportunity for growth and not for punishment. Strengthen my heart, build me in character that can withstand pressure, and use me to serve others through the story you are writing with my life. Amen. Oh, that was a really, really good devotional. Oh, it's still day one. Not only so, but we are also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance. That's gonna be one thing that you guys notice about me. I need to learn how to pronunciate words better. Perseverance. That's how you pronunciate it. Perseverance. Character, and character, hope. Okay. Oh, this is the actual Genesis 37. We can read through it. Let's see. Yeah. So when Joseph came to his brothers, they stripped him of his robe, the ornate robe he was wearing, and they took him and threw him into the cistern. The cistern was empty, there was no water in it. They sat down to eat their meal. They looked up and saw a caravan of Ishmaelites coming from Gilead. Their camels were loaded with spices, balm, and myrrh, and they were on their way to take them down to Egypt. Judah said to his brothers, "What will we gain if we kill our brother and cover up his blood? Come, let's sell him to the Ishmaelites and not lay our hands on him. After all, he is our brother, our own flesh and blood." His brothers agreed. So when the Midianite merchants came by, his brother pulled Joseph up from the cistern and sold him for 20 shekels of silver to the Ishmaelites, who took him to Egypt. Oh, wow. The Lord was with him. He showed him kindness and granted him favor in the eyes of the prison warden. So the warden put Joseph in charge of all of those held in prison, and he was made responsible for all that was done there. The warden paid no attention to anything under Joseph's care, but the Lord was with Joseph and gave him success in whatever he did. You shall be in charge of my palace, and all my people are submit to your orders. Only with respect to the throne will I be greater than you. So Pharaoh said to Joseph, I hereby put you in charge of the whole land of Egypt. But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father, who is unseen. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. That is powerful. Day one complete, guys. I love it. That was really good. See, that to me, there was a lot that I took from that. It's like, I don't know, it feels like it gives me the feeling of security, in a sense of saying, like, the things that we're all going through right now, and the things that we feel like we're absolutely feeling at, and like the tough times are actually going to be the times at which we're going to thrive from later down the line. It's like nothing good comes easy. It's the same exact concept. But God is here to watch over you and like make sure that these times at which you are suffering becomes your success. I always say like the thing that you have dealt with the most or have gone through the most are going to be the biggest catalyst to your success. So same concept, but I don't know, it just holds true. It's not easy. It's never going to be easy. But if you keep pushing through and you know that God is watching over you and is doing this for a reason to build you up, because like, what is it? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but I forgot the rest of it. Like the most important piece of the thing. But essentially, it's saying like, if you survive, like you're just being built up. You're never going to be broken if you've gone through hard times. Life is never going to be easy for anybody. There's going to be ups and downs, but just keep pushing through and do what you need to do to keep moving forward, and don't give up on yourself. Because God is never going to give up on you. So, okay. Hopefully that was a little bit, like you guys took a little bit from that as well. I know I did. As soon as I started reading it, I was like, well, that's exactly what we were talking about. So funny. All right, now I want to do a little journal with you guys. I'm going to actually journal on my computer because, so right now, see, I want to journal in my notebook. Actually, I might just do that. So I have this notebook here that I put in all my like to-do lists and like financial stuff. But I didn't want to write all my journal prompts in here. I am gonna write a little 1 page worth, and then so we'll go until 8:05. I might need to stop walking though. That's the only thing. I'm gonna stop walking, but I'm gonna write. So you guys can join along. I am going to be writing my journal entry. If you stop earlier too, that's okay. I know I might not write much today, but that's okay. Don't pressure yourself to writing more or less than what you have your feelings around. So I'm gonna write. So personally, I'm gonna write in 3 gratitude points, like the things that I'm super grateful for. And then I'm gonna write in one thing that I want to do today that's going to build me towards my dream reality. And then my dream Felicity, my dream version of Felicity, so to speak. And then I'll do a little reflection. So that's going to be what I do. So my first gratitude point. Okay. I wrote down my 3 gratitude points. I'm gonna let you guys who might be watching this a little bit later, follow along. I just finished my journal entry. I will be right back. I'm just going to go start the coffee machine because your girl needs coffee. And I'm going to put my yogurt in the fridge. I'll be back. Okay. That was a total of 10 minutes. All right. I'm curious if I can drop in. Ooh, I can. What I'm going to do for you guys is the devotional that I read today, I'm going to put inside of the description so you guys can follow along. Oh man, am I tired. All right, now actually, we're going to read. I'm so stoked about. I just want to read for 10 minutes. Super duper easy. The only problem with taking steps is that it's so hard to read and take steps at the same time. Let me find my Kindle app. There it is. So the book that I'm reading personally was recommended to me from my head coach / good friend of mine, Desiree. She said to read the book 8 Rules of Love. And this is how to find it, keep it, and I don't know the whole title. It's blocking it. 8 Rules of Love, how to find it, keep it, and let it go. And this is by Jay Shetty. So, I might actually sit down on the couch to read a book, just because, again, reading and walking is hard. And I definitely need to take off my shoes if I'm going to walk anymore because my feet are hurting. I'm wearing a Boots. So I'm going to sit on that couch and I'm going to read my book for about 10 minutes. And then around 8:15, 8:20, we'll call it. I'm going to sit all the way over here. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I've got to a good place to stop. That's a good book. I'm only like 5 pages in, and it's already like, I like Jay Shetty's standpoints on a lot of different things. But I'm going to end this live here. I hope you guys are excited as I am for this new chapter, I guess, in these lives. I did remove all of my other lives just because I wanted to start anew, so to speak, when it comes to the daily rituals. And I don't know if I like habits or rituals better. Kind of like the word rituals. There's something about it, but again, I appreciate you guys for hopping on. Tomorrow, I'm going to be popping on around the same time, more so 8 o'clock my time. And then Wednesday is going to be a weird day because I'm traveling. So I will keep you guys updated on my Instagram on when exactly I'm going to be going live on Wednesday. But hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your day. I'll talk to you soon. And bye.